I always have a backup plan. Rush not Donal. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Lesson learned.
One and it's done.
Is there money to be made?
A job for me.
Keep your wits about you.
And done. One and it's done.
I always have a backup plan.
A job for me. And done.
Rush not dawdle.
My pleasure.
keep your eye on the prize. You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
You jest, shouldn't we? I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this? Watch my back. Too bad I never leave debts unpaid. I can do that with the right incentive. Tell me and it is done. I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this? How about no? Don't get too cocky.
This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause.
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors. I can do that with the right incentive.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
I'll brush this off.
Out of my way. Let's get to it.
If I must. I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause. I deal death with my hands. If I must.
Let's make it quick.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged. Weather the storm.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Hold on.
Onward.
Weapon at the ready.
High momentum.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. I will do my duty. For Conferencius! Indeed, one fewer target. Victory is imminent. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. It will be done.
My faith strengthens me.
Temporary setback.
Here we go.
Don't touch me. For now.
High momentum.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. Don't get too cocky. You've got a problem. I've got a prize. I can do that with the right incentive. Don't get too cocky. I'd like to, but I can't. Tell me, and it is done.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. That is not the Emperor's will. As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated. Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it. For you, my Emperor! Each strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Don't get too cocky. Am I getting paid for this? You've got a problem? I've got a prize. Tell me, and it is done. I can do that with the right incentive.
I'll do it. Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor commands is why I was chosen. Faith without deed is eradicated. Doubt is for the weak.
Out of my way. Let's get to it.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. I understand your intent. If it serves your cause. If I must. Fortune favors the swift.
Let's make it quick.
Follow my lead! Follow my lead!
Casa.
At your beck and call. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. A tactically sound approach. Indeed.
High momentum.
It's as good as done. Who, if not me? I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done. I'll make it happen. You should feel honored to witness this. Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen.
Follow my lead. Hold on.
It's nothing. Look out.
A moving target lives longer. Don't get too cocky. Never fight fair.
At your beck and call. Follow my lead! I will do my duty.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Am I getting paid for this? You jest, surely. Don't get too cocky. How about no? Me? Never in 1,000 sectors.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak to escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. Faith without deeds, you, my Emperor! Doubt is for the weak.
Break their morale.
If it serves your cause. This tedium is beneath me. Another soul
I'm a member.
slips beyond the veil. I understand your intent. My heart sinks with the thrill of battle. I hear you moving, no more. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Moving out!
Here we go.
Weather the storm!
My reckoning will be swift.
Victory is imminent. Indeed. At your beck and call. I took care of this one. My place is at the fore. I will do my duty. It will be done. At your beck and call.
It's as good as done. On it.
Living on the edge. Tell me, and it is true. Don't get too cocky. I can do that with the right incentive. You've got a problem, I've got a price.
If I must.
Am I getting paid for this? Don't get too cocky. I can do that with the right incentive.
Guided by faith! I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
Just designate a target. I am not your Another soul slips beyond the veil. I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it serves your cause, this tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Brace yourself, Abelard. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. One fewer target. Lord Captain, I serve at your pleasure.
I fear, Lord Captain, that without the intervention of an experienced rejuvenate adept, I will not be able to overcome this frailty on my own. Blessed throne, it is hard to be a helpless old man. I always hoped I would die, long before the day my back and hands gave out. And look at me now. I have not seen her, Lord Captain. But there are times when I think I hear her laughing in the distance. Or I sense hands touching me, as she used to do, to distract me from my sorrowful ruminations. But I know the difference between reality and fantasy. Now I fear I shall simply have to learn to live with this ghost that appears only to me, with this vision of the past. I am sorry to say I do not. If we had our ship and crew at our disposal, we could be safely within its walls, conduct reconnaissance of this place, and in the end, meet our deaths in battle against the Xenos, as befits true servants of the God Emperor. However, we are deprived of our usual resources. Now we can only rely on our weapons and our wits. No, Lord Captain. And trust me, I hope to remain in this state of blissful ignorance until my dying day. Just knowing that this abyss exists at all is enough to poison my mind.
It is possible the Xenos Iliad could tell you something about this place. After all, she is in some way related to its denizens. And she is responsible for the fact that we are here at all.
Rogue trader, being reunited with the Emperor's Chosen is a balm to my soul. I have made no attempt to do so. What need do I have to know of the depravity of the enemies of humanity, when all I want is to burn it all in pure, raging flame? I already know all I need to. This place is evil, but there are servants of the Emperor here worthy of salvation. We do. And I swear to fight for that end, and not to lose hope, even when deceit, corruption, and treachery surround us on all sides. May Terra's light be with you, Rogue Trader.
Let's see. Your lordship, Rogue Trader Shireen, bane of my soul and savior of my flesh. Cruel fate has driven us straight into the foulest corner of the galaxy. Home, sweet home to the Drukhari scum. I have it on good authority that no one leaves this place. Not alive, not dead, not even in pieces. So what do you want to hear, Shireen? A children's tale about a beautiful princess? A ballad about a queen of thieves? How about a new story, Shireen? Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived on a sand-covered lump of rock, and the core of that rock contained untold riches for servants of the Imperium. The girl scraped out those riches with her little hands, breaking her back and coughing up her lungs, on behalf of people who had never clapped eyes upon her, and who would never know her name. She did this every day until she turned 16, and then Then his servants came and drafted the girl into the 19th Ifrit Regiment. Can you imagine? Of course, the regiment was wiped out on its first sortie. But the girl survived. The Exalted One protects. So what was next? Years serving in the Astra Militarum, just a shitload of hard labor, and fighting, and deals, and shady connections, and new opportunities. But everything in this world ends sooner or later, Shireen. The now not-so-little girl went and fell in with the Kasbalika. She saved up a little gold, and she even indulged in excess from time to time, until living the good life almost cost the little girl her head after her patrons got caught in an internal investigation between the Officio Prefectus and Departamento Munitorum. So the girl ran as fast as her little legs could carry her, until her eyes and the beams of fortune brought her to the expanse. A shitty story, all things considered, Shireen. The folks on Footfall are my only family, Shireen. The trickster twins and the rest of the rabble, plain-talking and loyal as dogs. And sometimes as dull as the pommel of a worn-out blade. Corporal Haydari reporting for duty, sir. I've had enough of the Astra Militarum shit to last a lifetime, Shireen. And my body's collected enough souvenirs from run-ins with Xenos and heretics to last 2 lifetimes. Except, when it comes to the guard, there's no such thing as used to be. That wretched life sank its claws into me good. But that also means I remember what it's like to be a small, shaking, insignificant pawn. And that's why I appreciate what I have now all the more. What? You think it's difficult? Once me and my fellow guardsmen snuck into the upper city in search of a good watering hole where the high and mighty of that world congregated. Another time, our regiment was sent to defend the tallest spires on a hive world. And I had an epiphany. I saw how the other half lives. And by half, I mean the ones born with a diamond spoon in their mouth instead of an entrenching shovel rammed up their arse. My eyes were open to the truth, Shireen. The Imperium is full of opportunities, even for people like myself. The trick is knowing whose palms to grease, whose boots to lick, whose throat to squeeze, and whose arses to kick. I was very popular with everyone in the guard command, you see. I'd procure things for them, whatever they wanted. And so the Kasbalika took notice. You know, Shireen, I could still be bouncing around from one world to another, holed up on tired old ships with only venal grunts for company, if I hadn't decided I wanted more for my life. I accepted a shipment from the Kasbalika of certain chemicals. You know, for carnal pleasures and the like. Some bigwig was throwing a party to celebrate his 5th decade in the service. And that's when I caught the attention of the newly arrived commissar. I was rummaging through the pockets of Astra Militarum with one hand and shuffling the Kasbalican cargo with the other. You can imagine what would have happened to my head had the commissar not started with my higher-ranked patrons. It was orcs. Not everything I say is a lie, Shireen. Whoop the never mind. Not once, if you can believe it. By the way, Shireen, I'm not really a princess. I'm filthy underhive scum, and I've been lying to you the whole time. I would have been flung out of your bed so fast, it would take my scream a few seconds to catch up. For the same reason that anybody lies. I want people to like me. I want to attract them, not repel them. Sorry, but no. We have made no vows over water, and I never made any promises to keep my heart open wide before you. I have, and always will have, my own past and my own life, and I see no reason why you should lay claim to them. But I do promise that my secrets will never cause you harm. Don't give me that look, Shireen. The plotting nobles, the scheming footfall thugs, the mysteries of Xeno artifacts, the bowing and scraping before the self-indulgent ecclesiarchy. All that's gone. Everything beyond these walls melted away like a dream. I'm fighting for my life. My soul's being torn to shreds and my body's bleeding. Is it too much to ask to want to be myself, Shireen? Sorry, Shireen, but that's not going to work. All the poor wretches on Footfall know me as the sweet-spoken lady from the hot planet. I've played the princess for too long to just smash her to pieces. But thanks for the kind words. It's good to know that my soldier's tongue hasn't scared you off. That's a negative, Shireen. Hatching clever plans has been the last thing on my mind recently, you see. But on the bright side, well, that Ashmag, homunculus, may the Ajit devour that black-souled bag of bones, was busy experimenting on me. I managed to nick a couple of trinkets from his laboratory. Here, they may come in useful, if not for escaping, then at least for surviving in this rotten hole. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived on a sand-covered lump of rock, and the core of that rock contained untold riches for servants of the Imperium. And every day until she turned 16, the girl scraped out those riches with her little hands, breaking her back and coughing up her lungs on behalf of people who had never clapped eyes upon her and who would never know her name. Then his servants came and took the girl into the Astra Militarum. The girl worked her little ass off until she met the Kasbalika and started living the high life in her little corner of the Imperial Guard. And that high life almost cost the girl her head when she came under investigation by the Officio Prefectus and Departamento Munitorum. So she fled to the Expanse. Ah, literacy. My blessing and my curse. I nagged every highborn who visited our barracks on their highborn business. I pored over stamps on crates in the warehouse and the seals on every door. Watched the commanders do paperwork and volunteered to help. That's how I learned, one step at a time. And then literacy became my ticket to a comfortable life. I swear on the grave of my drunkard father who sold me into the mines and on the lives of the 11 siblings I never had, Shireen. There are some things I've never lied to you about. Like I had a choice, Shireen. I know better than to bite the hand that pours my amasak. Sir, yes, sir, your lordship, Shireen. I'll be here, all primed and ready to go.
You came back from the dark, Elentark? Unharmed. My body has already healed. The wounds of the soul will heal one day too. For suffering is a part of our life, not unlike love and fear and the desire to learn. The paths help the children of Asurion to endure any spiritual upheaval. And you, Elentark, did not allow me to stray from mine. For this, I am grateful. And yet, neither rest nor our reconciliation can soothe the savage turmoil in my soul. Kruderak is lost, we are trapped, and the truth remains as hidden from me as ever it was. What happened to my kin? What happened to my world? And why did my dark cousin tell me less than he knew? I was meant to share your fate, Elentark, and vanish in the Dark City's rotting underbelly. But the Fleshmaster gave a different order. His twisted mind was beset by a question. Could a child of Asurion be saved from the gaze of she who thirsts with intense re-education? by replacing the influence of my spirit stone with the heady tang of pain that nourishes the followers of the dark ways. I donned the executioner's mantle. They allowed me to keep my spirit stone in exchange for the suffering of others. I survived, prayed for Asurian's mercy, and hoped to escape before the stone cracked under the torrent of pain and terror assaulting my soul. Before the experiment was complete. You were asking why? How could I have trusted a monkey, Elantok? After Muaran told me that it was your kind that had attacked Cruderok, after I glimpsed a piece of Cruderok in your chambers, I saw that monkey hearts were full of hatred for me and my kin, and I saw how indifferent you were to the troubles of my kind. What else was I to do? Of the two sorrows, I chose the one that was closer to my blood. Which is why I tried to find my dark cousin on the day he attacked Argonis. I used the commotion to slip away unnoticed and wandered the streets like a shadow in search of its owner. My efforts were futile. I returned to the palace in confusion. I waited for my fresh wounds to stop aching and for the watchfulness of the surrounding monkey to fade like the mist on an autumn morning. But still, I had my doubts. Perhaps, I thought, I should discuss it openly with you. That monkey Achilles. There was something wrong about him. He kept disappearing at night, so one day I followed him. Achilles was contacting Marajai, using an artifact that transmitted his master's orders. That is how I learned that the burnt monkey was about to betray you, which meant my only chance to discover the fate of my homeworld was about to slip through my fingers. I could not wait any longer. I killed Achilles, took the artifact, and demanded answers from Marajai. He hinted at where I could go to look for the truth. You know what happened next. My words will hardly console you, Elantok, but I killed the traitor. I fear the Dark Ones left too many scars on his fragile soul. Your loyal monkey broke, so I gifted him a swift death, free from the shame of betrayal. I know. Believe me, I know. Alas, my cousin fell out of favor with the Archon. But even so, I doubt Marajai would reveal the truth. At least not before his dark soul was suffused with my suffering. Nor I you. To repair the fragile shards of what was, one must plunge into the deep waters of fear. One must walk the paths of doubt and extinguish the raging fire of resentment. Are we strong enough for this? Well, you made the first step toward me, Elantok. I will reciprocate by making the second.